A little bit of Monica on my life, a little bit of Erica by my side, a little bit of Rita is all I need. A little daily grind on Friday Eve. Sorry.
Oh, good. For so long.
Sorry. I'm your host, Luke Hatmaker of Daily Grind. I'm letting you down every Friday at 7:30. Welcome to the show. It's Friday, and we're going 3 wide today. We're switching things up because we didn't do the show on Wednesday. So we got the three amigos. I don't like being on this side. It makes me feel like a Chevy Chase, but I don't know how to change it. And I'm not the Chevy. Rusty's the Chevy. How we doing, guys? I know, Rusty, you went to the Hall of Fame night last night, right?
Yeah, it was the MVP party last night for season ticket holders, and it was awesome. Great time. You know, it was a big crowd. Stood in line. I'm not a big autograph guy. I'm not that guy that's like, look, I need your autograph. But like Jaron was there, so I took my Vancouver jersey and he signed it. Going to get it framed. Super nice guy. Met him, BC, and Vince. Jalen, same thing. I talked to Jalen for a minute. I said, hey man, just know I picked you as my rookie of the year back in October, so don't let me down. He goes, my man, and just pissed on. It was cool. Like, it was a good time, man. And then they did a Family Feud style Grizzlies game, which was fun to watch. And it was a good time. Jaron had on a Yuki hoodie, and Maggie was like, "Oh my god, I love that sweatshirt." He's like, "Best ever."
I saw that.
It was a great night.
That's the first thing you sent me was a picture of Jaron, you were at the table. And the first thing I clocked was the Yuki sweater. And I was like, dude, if I can't get that, then I don't know that I won't care to live anymore. You know, I want the Yuki. It was like anime looking. Like,
yeah,
Yuki
it was
sweater.
awesome. It had like Yuki in Nebraska and the Hustle and the Grizz, all and the Japanese Olympic team, like his college days. Like, he had it all over. It was awesome. It was awesome.
Yeah.
He played basketball in Nebraska?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like he was known, what would they call him? Like he was known in college for being good.
Being like a wild.
You're talking about Japanese Steph Curry from the tournament like 2 years ago?
Oh, yep. I think we are.
Oh, I think we are actually.
Racist.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It's not. I looked it up. Oh no. But he had 4 different jerseys on. Let's just put it that way. It was an awesome hoodie.
I know we have
I
not.
was like, wait a minute.
The season, and I didn't know Yuki played at Nebraska. Like, that was not an option. Like, y'all are just going to be wrong, and I was just like.
Moving on.
I'll be dang up. You're right. Wires crossed there.
The other Japanese guy, the left-handed.
Let's not point any fingers about who played in Nebraska and who didn't play in Nebraska.
Speaking of Rex Burkhead.
The Grizzlies play the Knicks tonight. Shut up, Wayno. Shut up. It's Friday. It's episode 250. We're going crazy today. Grizzlies play the Knicks tonight. Yuki will not be playing. Neither will the kid that went to Nebraska, I don't think.
No, neither of them.
Neither of them.
They traded spots. He's back in Japan.
Do we think let's just Desmond Bain is on the injury report. I want to start with the injury report first, which is a weird place to start, but I think Des got added. It looks like Mitchell Robinson is coming back tonight.
Interesting.
Unless I miss
Cat. Is Cat on the injury report?
I think Josh Hart is.
Yes. Cat is questionable tonight.
And so is Josh Hart. So it might look, this Knicks team is not like the Knicks. Let me say, this Tibbs team is not like Tibbs teams we're used to, where they have good defenses. This team is middling in defense. They might even be dead last in some categories. They're not very good defensively.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, with Josh Hart out, I mean, it's
yeah.
It's
so,
go ahead.
No, I was going to ask you, Uncle Buck. So what do you expect this? I mean, this is going to be a different different measuring stick than the last time we played these guys.
Well, there's just no excuses for this game not to be like your best showing. Yes. Now, I've said this recently when it came to the Oklahoma City game that I was amped for, that there were no excuses why you can't put your best foot forward. And we did in that game. I think we do. I'm an eternal optimist. I'm a realist, but I'm also I'm not just going to be the guy that's ever going to just sit here and be like, they beat us by 50 last time. They're going to beat us by 50 this time. No, I don't think that's going to be what happens tonight. I think you're going to get your best shot. You're coming in kind of riding high. You've had 3 days off, I guess. I mean, we played Tuesday. You had off. You had Wednesday and Thursday off, and then Friday. tonight's game. So I think they're going to be fine. I think they're going to be good. I think you're going to get your best shot. It's nice that it's at home. I think the Grizzlies are 21, 22, and 6 at home.
Really, really good at home.
22 and 6 at home. And,
and it's not like the Knicks are like world beaters either. They've got the same problems we do. They don't beat good teams.
We're the same team. They're 0-7 against the top of the Eastern Conference. We have not fared well at the top of the Western Conference. We're both 38-20. We're both 6-4 in our last 10 games. Both of our splits are around 48, around 37, around 80. Like, we're literally the same team. They just play their stars into the ground, and they all play 40, 45 minutes, and we have to have an overtime game to get anybody to sniff 40 minutes. But I think this is a good opportunity. Like Drew said, I want to be in the building. I want our best effort. I hope that it's a good night tonight. But I think this is a good way to build off that momentum on what was an epic Suns win Tuesday night. You know, we got our first overtime win of the year. It was our 12th double-digit comeback of the year. Like, it was a night where we could just do no wrong late in that game. And I hope that carries over tonight against a team that embarrassed us on their home court, gives us a chance to get some revenge.
100%. And I'm going to shout out Sane, brother. Thank you for being with us this morning. We get 5 straight jaw games, which is wild that we've not had that. Like,
knock on all the wood.
Yeah, for real. I thought you were having an earthquake drill for a second, Uncle Buck. I was like, wait, what's happening?
I'm in the lowest level of this house.
I know.
And
but you are under the stairs.
Cinder blocks.
You are under the stairs like Harry Potter.
If
you get a whole stampede of kids up and down those stairs, it might topple the camera over.
Man, 5 straight games. It's crazy that it's March. No. March is tomorrow.
How lower our expectations?
But it's the first time in 2 years, man. Like, what are we doing?
Yep. Wow, that's wild. Another thing that I'm really, other than I think Jaw turning it on, because I didn't get to watch, I talked about this, I didn't get to watch the full game on Tuesday, live from prison.
Live from prison.
They let him pod.
It's a daily grind.
Live from Folsom City Prison.
That's it.
I got to watch overtime. I caught overtime, and I was like, how did we win this game? Because overtime was pretty exciting, but it looked like they were shooting the lights out the whole. I mean, it was a really good game to watch the end of. I'm glad I didn't have to be stressed out the whole time.
I didn't watch any of it till the next day.
Man.
It was stressful in the moment because Phoenix could not miss. I was locked in from the jump. Phoenix couldn't miss. Bradley Beal had a bounce back game. He thought he was back in Washington, going for like 24 and 18. Book was cooking. KD was killing. Like, it was a great effort from the Suns. We took it on the chin and got up off the mat and won the freaking game. It was amazing. Quick shout out to Jalen Wells. He has held Kevin Durant to a 33% shooting on the year when he is defending him. One of the greatest scorers of all time. Jalen Wells stepped up the other night. We need him again tonight.
Yeah. On Tuesday night, I witnessed every male member of the Hamilton household get assassinated at the Orpheum. So that's why I didn't get to watch it.
I love it. So if we're using that, let's talk about that. So not talk about the Phoenix game. I want to see 24. I want to see.
That's why I'm in prison.
That's why he's in prison. I want to see Ja continue to. I want to see the Ja that we saw at the end of that game. What I don't want to see that we saw in that Phoenix game, Jaren can't be in this foul trouble that we've seen since All-Star break, man. It's so frustrating because it's been like 3 or 4 high-profile games. 3 or 4, 2 of those have been nationally televised, and he's been in foul trouble in all of them. He fouled out. Bad cold. Yeah, man, and I want him to. I want to see that get the heck out of here. I mean, I just really want to see that. That's a habit that he can't start developing. Like, that's got to be gone.
I'm going to defend him a little bit. It's been a bad stretch, and there's some frustration fouls that are absolutely his fault. But have you ever seen a defensive player of the year get such a terrible whistle on the defense? Like, it is just – I thought we were past this whole reputation thing because it was really ugly early in his career, and then it was like it was better, but he had a bad reputation. Then he got defensive player of the year, and now he's just – being called as if they're expecting him to foul somebody. Like, there's some of these are just so ticky-tack.
It's cheap fouls. The 4th and 5th, or the 5th and the 6th foul the other night against Phoenix were both cheap fouls that weren't getting called on the other end. They were barely a hand check.
Anything, you're going to see it. So, I mean, you've got to not call it.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, that's it. And it's just, it almost feels like motor driven for Evan Mobley to get a lead. I don't know. Because it's just that bad. Like, it's glaringly obvious that Ja doesn't get a whistle. Jaren gets too tight of a whistle. And it's frustrating when he is a generational type defender, but he can't stop getting these cheap fouls.
Mm-hmm. I just hope that I don't know. Hopefully that we just maybe we'll wake up after tomorrow's. Maybe we'll wake up tomorrow and we'll be like, oh man, they changed it. That's what I hope happens, because otherwise I feel like this should be a relatively easy game for us.
Especially if Cat doesn't play. If Cat doesn't play, then Jaren can have his way with the post and can get out and transition.
So that's be interesting.
It is.
He's a big body, if not.
But he is a big body.
But Jaren can pull him out. And Jaren can get him out of the post, and defending at the perimeter is going to open up things in the lane for other players, and Jaren can take him off the dribble. No problem.
I think that it's more important tonight, not necessarily because it's the Knicks, but because we're in the midst of, we and Rusty talked about it yesterday on the $2 Sports Show. We're in the middle of like a 10-game stretch here where we've got like 8 of them at home, and one of them's against Oklahoma City, one of them's against the Knicks, but the rest of them you should be favored in all the way. And so it's just about getting the ball kind of rolling. You've gotten sole possession of second place again last night by a game because Denver got beat last night.
Yep.
And so it's just like, let's get the ball going downhill again. You know, multiple times this year we've won 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. This is another opportunity to start it.
Yes. Yeah, and an opportunity to build some cushion tonight, because if we can beat the Knicks, the Nuggets are playing the offensive juggernaut Detroit Pistons tonight. And so we got an opportunity to build some cushion there if Cade Cunningham goes and does Cade Cunningham things.
Yep. I love this Pistons team.
They're so
let's
good.
We got other stuff I want to talk about. I hope we win. Of course we hope we win.
To quote Jaren Jackson Jr. from this offseason, Grizz Dub, don't worry about it. Next.
Grizz Dub, don't worry about it. Next. Yes. Moving on. The Oscars are this weekend, friends. And as such, I thought it would be fun to, hand out. Why wait till the end of the year to hand out awards? Let's hand out some awards in honor of the Oscars, And I've seen, a lot of people do this gimmick around this time of year, but we like the Oscars around here. We like movies, so we're going to do it. I gave you a couple awards, I think. Yeah, and I just want to go through them. We're going to save the big ones for last. So first we got Best Production Design, which is Best Alternative Court or Jersey Combo.
This was new.
This one's new. I'm sorry.
On me, but this is also going to be the shortest conversation we have about any of them.
Grizzlies,
Vancouver, with the court. They're the best. Just hand down.
It's not close. The Vancouver court, the Vancouver jerseys. If you want to go Sounds jerseys, you could go Sounds jerseys because those are awesome as well. I'm rocking the hat this morning.
Yep.
The Grizzlies just crushed it this year with alternative jerseys.
I added it because I thought it would be easy. I was like, the only jersey that I would say comes close is that Miami Vice jersey.
That one's cool.
But that's it. That's it. And it's not even close. The Vancouver jerseys are just like.
We could also throw the Raptors jersey. I know Drew hates them, but I do
like
it's
when
it was a throwback.
Balls.
I know, but the throwback Raptors Vancouver,
love those. If it wasn't for Vince Carter's most dominant dunk contest of all time, no one would ever remember those. They are Times New Roman. They are Times New Roman, all caps, purple with nothing on it and black on the back. Like, what is original?
You do realize
unique about them?
Just because you yell doesn't mean you're right. Just because you get loud doesn't mean you're right. It's a throwback to back.
They are awful. They have the best uniform. They have the Raptor, and they just took it off.
It's a throwback to 1990s basketball. I'm gonna mute Drew so I can actually talk for a second. But it's a throwback to 1990s basketball. It's a time gone, and it's a throwback to an era of basketball that was great. That's what's great about them. I just want to get a word in to stop you yelling.
But you flashed it back to 1990s basketball, in which that is the era in which the best jerseys were worn of all time.
And so it throws back to that. No, it's a throwback to that, bro. Just because you yell doesn't make you right. Moving on.
I love that the best discourse came for the production design Oscar. Next, Best cinematography.
It's best executive is Rob Pelinka because of him fleecing the Dallas Mavericks to get Luka Doncic.
I agree.
It's pretty true.
I was looking at this one too. I was like, man, I could get fancy with this, but the dude had a cup of coffee with Nico and convinced him to give him Luka.
You know, I think I'm going to take the other end of that, and I think you should give it to all 29 other general managers that isn't Nico Harrison.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, anybody would have taken that deal. Let's not pretend like Rob Pelinka is some genius.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's swap this one for the sake worst cinematography. Nico Harrison,
but it gave us the coldest photo of the NBA so far this year of Nico Harrison in the crowd looking, and then Luka Doncic looking at him like.
I can't wait for him to go back to Dallas.
Man,
I cannot wait for him to go back to Dallas.
Yep. Okay. I love that we've been in lockstep with these first two. We might veer a little bit here.
Mm-hmm.
Best supporting actor.
Mm-hmm.
The guy that comes in and he's number 2. He's your number 2, maybe number 3 on the bill. Your best bench player. We talked about bench guys yesterday, which I had a lot of fun doing. I'm going to pick somebody from the group we talked about yesterday. I think Naz Reid has been the best bench player. Or Peyton Pritchard. I would say it's been one of those two guys. But
I'm going to cheat because my guy's now a starter, but it's Amen Thompson. The way he's played and worked his way in that starting lineup, he's basically relegated Jabari Smith to the bench now. I like Amen Thompson's game a lot. I'm cheating a little bit because he started as a 6th man, but he's amazing, man. He's so good.
Very good.
He is. I'm going to play to the crowd here. Santi Aldama.
Let's go.
Slim Spain off the bench. Absolute heater. Consistently the best player off the bench. Consistently, Wayne.
Ooh, here's another great candidate. Ty Jerome.
Yep.
Great candidate because he would just absolutely melted the Grizzlies the other night and is well on his way to a great contract.
Yep. You didn't dodge a Santi bullet. I'm actually going to add an award, best international feature, which best international player, Santi Aldama.
Santi Aldama.
Added on the spot.
I'm going to take Nikola Jokic, please.
Oh, shoot.
Way to tank the segment. Way to tank the segment.
Look, this is twice this show. The foot has gone in the mouth on that one. God.
Way to tank the segment.
Moving on. I got to get my head on. Okay. Best actor. Best player. I'm going to go with Nikola Jokic on this one. See, I had him listed. The best actors for the best player in the league. I don't want to give it to anybody on the Thunder because I'm petty. And I think statistically, Joker's having an incredible
best season of his career.
Best season of his career, and he might not even win. He's not going to win
MVP because of fatigue. Well, I am going to be a homer and go with the best two-way player in the league. Jaren Jackson Jr. is the best player in the league on both ends of the floor. Give me Trip, future All-NBA, and DPOI. I don't care what the media says.
Yeah, I'm glad he was. I felt bad for not having him. Yeah, no, give it to me. I love it.
Nikola Jokic is averaging 29 points, 13 rebounds, and 10.5 assists.
Yeah, he told Russ he was coming for the triple-double.
A single vote for MVP.
Yeah,
or best actor. I'm going to act. I took this literally. I'm going to give you the best actor.
The best flopper.
Anthony Edwards.
Oh yeah, baby!
He's a great actor.
Hustle rocks.
Yeah, that was a great movie.
Man, I want to look. I got blue chips right here. I love when basketball
Shaq,
players.
That's a good movie.
I love when basketball players try.
That's the head coach of the Knicks, isn't it?
Oh yeah, Nick Nolte.
Rusty, old school inside joke to the $2 Sports Show. One time, Rusty kept calling Nick Nurse Nick Nolte.
I said it one time, and Drew's face just went slack, and I was like, "Oh no, it's Nick Nurse."
Oh no, I've made a terrible mistake.
I made a terrible mistake. Clearly.
Next award, best director or best coach. I had a lot of fun here. I am going with my preseason pick for Coach of the Year, who is probably not going to win this award, even though I think he should be. JB Bickerstaff, man.
Yeah.
What he's done with the Pistons, they beat the Celtics by 20 last night.
I mean, they're good. He's getting Cunningham to play at an all-NBA level. And Jamal Mosley was my pick. They've been bit by the injury bug, but I'm going JB here because this is no shade to Kenny Atkinson, but what JB's done in Detroit is nothing short of amazing.
Really, really cool. I'm with yes.
Yeah. I believe it should be a 2-man race, and it's for 2 totally different reasons. We talked about this yesterday on the show. Like you either go with the guy who's got the best team, and that's either Dagnall or Atkinson, and Atkinson being in the first year is probably what takes him over the edge, or you go with the guy who's had the biggest rebirth, the biggest turnaround, and that's no doubt JB Biggerstaff, which is so funny that JB Biggerstaff and Kenny Atkinson are the top two in the odds for coach of the year when JB got fired
last year.
Kenny Atkinson replaced him
last year.
year.
And again, we're painting this thing Grizzly blue because former Memphis Grizzlies interim and assistant coach JB Biggerstaff.
Love JB.
And so I will take Taylor Jenkins.
Hey,
he has the third best odds, man. He's plus 4,000. He's tied with Dagnall and Ime Udoka for third best odds.
And he's had a season in which he has lost the most amount of games to injury again.
Yeah.
So,
hey, look, he
there.
was there last night, and I started to go get my picture made with him just for the show. But I got in line for the Jaren autograph instead. I was like, how great would it be that I'm like his biggest critic, and I'm just grinning next to him like, hey, buddy. But there was only like 4 people in that line. So
ooh. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't stand in that line either, and I love him.
I would just to get a picture and then Photoshop Rusty's face on my face.
this guy.
And the last award of the evening, morning, I don't know what time is it. Best pitcher or best team. For me, I'm also going with something I picked in the preseason. The team to come out of I'm picking the Cleveland Cavaliers. I think that what they have done has been really cool. I like how they're doing it. I like their top 8 or 9 guys. Like I love their starting 5. I love Dean Wade. I love Ty Jerome. I like Sam Merrill. My guy Sam Merrill.
I would have too, Stain. Don't worry.
I really like what the Cavs are doing.
I would have
like
framed
their
it and put
juggernaut
it right here.
zoomed in on your guys' faces.
Yeah. I'm going to go with the same with Luke. The team that shoots 48% in clutch minutes, they're like 15-3 in clutch games. Like they're a really good, deep basketball team. Yes, the Thunder, they're the trendy pick. The Celtics are amazing and they're dominating people as well. But the Cavs are playing really good winning basketball. They're going to have a really tough 8-9-man rotation in the playoffs. And barring any catastrophe, they have been relatively healthy. And so I think the Cavs are going to be a tough out. I'm going with the Cleveland Cavaliers as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming this is regular season awards. And it's either got to be OKC or Cleveland. And Cleveland beat OKC by 6 or something like that the first time they played. Second time they played, Oklahoma City beat them by like 40.
Yep.
I do believe that Oklahoma City is better than Cleveland. And if I put it in relation to like how I feel as a Grizzlies fan, which team would I rather play in a 7-game series? Give me Cleveland. I'm going to take Oklahoma City for this award.
Yeah.
God, I purposefully worst team.
Charlotte is currently losing every game by 50.
They set a record for like back-to-back nights, like 95-point differential in 2 straight games. It's something ridiculous. But what about some of the teams?
40 in 4 games.
What about the Raptors who are trying to tank and they keep winning in spite of tanking, or like the Trailblazers, same thing. They reeled off several in a row. Like they won like 10 in a row. Like you can't even tank right.
Real quick, can you guys name the coach of the Wizards?
Wes Unseld Jr.
I was just asking. I was just.
Is he still there? He was last year, but
I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, it sounds right. I'm going to pick the Wizards because they are.
Although we all know that the Spurs are going to somehow get that lottery pick and they're going to flare. They're going to pair up Wemby, Fox, and Cooper Flag it's for the Spurs.
Don't you put that evil out there, man.
But Adam Silver's not going to let him go to the Wizards or the Raptors or the Trailblazers. Like he's going to want him to go somewhere that is decently good, and he's going to go to San Antonio. Like it's not even close.
That was
he let Zion go to the Pelicans when the Knicks had better odds. I mean,
but you can't win them all. Like he probably saw Zion's Instagram DMs back then and knew something was up.
Oh, Zion catching streaks. That's our Oscars, y'all. We're still gonna we're staying in the Oscar realm though, because I'm excited for this. We didn't draft Wednesday, but we're drafting today. It's draft day, not the movie. Draft day, not the movie. We are drafting best picture winners. of the last 80 years. I don't know. The Oscars have been going around for a long time. We're going to keep it simple. We're just going to do 3 each. Just because. Are you struggling?
I know. It's just like me and the Oscar voters do not share the same I
had to scroll back like 15 years.
Like
my
15
favorite movie
of all time is like Austin Powers, and they're too snobby for the movies that I love. Like I'm looking through here, and I can tell you some movies that I've watched, and it's probably like 4.
Cool. You just take those 4.
I'll just start taking some. You can tell me about them, Luke.
Deal. All right. We're gonna. Do I have my thing? Okay, here we go. Who's gonna go first? Rusty.
Hey, let's go. Just the side tells you everything you need to know.
Go ahead, my friend.
All right, first up, there's an obvious one-of-one here. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. Russell Crowe was amazing.
Damn it!
Gladiator is first overall Best Picture winner.
You bastard.
I thought you were going somewhere totally different on that.
I had No, that was where I was.
I mean, it's an obvious one-of-one.
Yeah,
I know where you're going to go next, but Gladiator is my one-of-one. I scrolled back to 1977.
Sure. So I will. I'm scrolling here. Okay. So
scroll to
1977. There's a couple here that I like. First, I'm going to go with Braveheart from 1996. Braveheart. Freedom.
So
yeah, that's good.
I get 2 picks. Do I screw Drew over? Do I screw Drew over and take it?
Yes.
But 77, brother. Okay.
1977. Scroll back.
So I'm going to go first. I'm going to take Godfather 2, and then we'll take Rocky. Sorry, Drew. Adrian!
Maggie, when I was telling Maggie what we're doing last night, she goes, if Jaws won, that needs to be Drew's first pick.
All right. Man, I haven't seen any of these movies from so I watched last year's. So I'll take Oppenheimer. It was really good.
Dang, I was going to my next pick. Man, I love that movie.
But from 2024, I haven't seen any of these movies till 2008.
Yeah.
What was 2000? Oh, no, 2008 was good.
Yeah.
All right, so I get 2 picks in a row. Drew stole my pick. I was going to take Oppenheimer. I like that movie a lot. I'm going to take No Country for Old Men from 2008.
Man, you're just Rusty's over here sniping my list. I had Gladiator. I had No Country.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And so I'm going to take for my next one. I get 2 in a row. I'm going Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. Love the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Rusty, screw you, dude. You just
you would have gotten that one. I'm not taking Lord of the Rings. I like reality here.
I should have gone with my heart. You got in my head and made me pick Rocky to mess with Drew.
There's a strategy here, Luke. I want you to screw Drew so I can get Lord of the Rings. Come on.
Damn it.
All right. So I've got another pick to make. Actually, I will take.
I missed one that I wanted.
Okay, so now I'm trying to find the one that Rusty wants. I know what it is. It's quite possibly the most overrated movie of all time, but it's one of the only ones left that I've seen. Forrest Gump.
No, it wasn't it. That's not it. It's a great movie, but that wasn't the one I was thinking of.
I love Forrest Gone with the Wind. I didn't know where you were going.
No.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you an honorable mention if Luke doesn't take it because I meant to take this one, but go ahead, Luke.
My turn. It's my last pick.
Yeah, we get 3, right?
Yeah, 3. Departed.
That's a good one. No, it wasn't the one
Okay.
I wanted, but that's a good one.
So, Silence of the Lambs would have been my next pick.
That was mine. God, that was my honorable mention.
Dances with Wolves. I love that Kevin Costner movie. He carries a movie. It's really, really well shot. I love Dances with Wolves. That would have been my other pick.
Man,
I'm not happy about I'm not mad about my list.
You won. Rusty had Gladiator. He had Return of the King, and he had No Country for Old Men. He won. I'm just going to give you the win right now. I don't even. What did I have? I had Rocky, Godfather 2, and The Departed. I lost. What did you have, Uncle Buck? I'm pissed.
Yeah, I had.
I know what you is.
I had.
Braveheart.
Braveheart.
Yeah, Braveheart, Oppenheimer, and Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump, he says.
Forrest. My name's Forrest. Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump, the kid actor that plays little Forrest Gump, is from Corinth, Mississippi.
He's from Kyrie.
Oh,
Our neck of the woods.
Yeah, shout out to that guy.
Yeah.
If you're watching, Baby Forest.
Shout out to that guy.
And please, for the love of God, whoever the Academy is that votes for the Oscars, think of like normal people for once. Like, well, this isn't that hard. Pick a movie that people watch.
Like Talladega Nights.
You know, but they're going to it's you know who's going to win Best Picture this year, and it's going to be that Bob Dylan movie.
Yeah,
and it's going to you're going to watch it, and it's going to be super boring. All the Oscar-winning movies are boring. They're just
Wicked?
all about cinematography and all this.
Do musicals.
Like I just want a good storyline and some action or funny, and it's never any of those.
We're Oscar people. If you're watching, call us. We'll give you some tips on.
We'll tell you what. We'll tell you what to do. Yeah.
What
Will Ferrell movie's been in this year? That one wins.
That one.
I mean,
that one. Best actor. Will Ferrell.
You look at our list, and it's a bunch of just like bro movies: Gladiator, Braveheart, Godfather 2, Rocky, Forrest Gump, Oppenheimer. Those are just bro movies.
How in the world did Rocky IV not win? We beat communism, people.
It's because they killed Apollo Creed. That's why.
It's probably because the Academy is a bunch of communists.
No, here we go. That's going to do it.
That's going to do it for our show today. We're not getting any canceled anymore. Thank you for watching. We will be back on Monday. And real quick, thank you guys, everybody that was tuning in. This is episode 250. I just want to say thank you to Rusty, to Drew, to Daniel, to Parrish, everybody that hopped on the show and made this month easy. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. We will be back. We're going to have a full schedule. No more missing days. It's going to be great starting Monday. Everybody have a good weekend. Stay safe. And if we can leave you with anything today, remember to be a little weird and remember to smile. Bye, guys. Have a great day. We'll see you later.